is your mic off?
All right, cool. What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Filmcast, the show where we reel you into Disney movies for the last week ever.
The last time.
Yeah.
The last time of Disney. The last time of 2021. It is a not ceremonial episode.
Nope, not it.
But it is the end of
It is the
a
end.
long journey.
A very long journey. I'm one of your hosts, Timothy DeRoe, and joining me this week, of course, is your boy, Michael Claire. What's up, Mike?
I go by Buv these days.
Buv.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was an accident.
You called me Buv. I don't know what
Buv
Buv means. Like, because usually...
There's Bruv.
Well, is that what you were thinking? Were you doing Bud and Bruv?
I think so.
Okay, because that's usually what those flubs are, a combination of two words.
Yeah, it's probably
like pal and buddy, and you call someone putty.
Yeah.
Or bow.
Buddy old pal.
Buddy old pal.
Yeah,
putty.
buddy old pal.
So, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, today we're going to be ranking
the final three.
Frozen 2, followed by Raya, followed by Encanto. And we will be done with the 51 Disney animation movies. Of course, we will. I guess this isn't the last time. We might reel you into Disney movies again when another one drops.
But that's not gonna. It's gonna be maybe once a year in Thanksgiving / December.
Exactly. So when the next Disney movie comes out, we'll pause whatever we're doing that week to rank a Disney movie back into this list. These are posthumous lists,
as we've been doing with the MCU.
Yep. We'll always come back.
We just re-slot it in.
We'll always come back and slot some more in there. So that's really, really nice. A couple of things. There is no There is no video game pod this week because it's Christmas and there's no news this week. And also, we're not quite ready to do Game of the Year talks yet. I need to finish Halo, and there is one more little game that I want to fit in before. The only game that I'll really have time to fit in.
Also, it's Christmas time. Right?
Yeah, and it's Christmas time. So
we in our PJs out here right now.
Exactly.
It's a very
So
relaxed
I want to play maybe Toem, maybe Before Your Eyes, and then of course finish Halo by the end of the week to be able to talk about it on Sunday and just really be able to recoup everything. So after this episode, which is the final episode of the Synced Up podcast Synced Up Filmcast and the podcast for the year, we'll be coming back next week with on the video game pod. We will have our Game of the Year talks. We'll talk about our favorite games of the year, favorite moments of the year, things of that nature. And then on the movie podcast, we will be announcing what we're watching next. And then we will also be talking about our top movies, our top shows, all that stuff for the year.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be the end of that. A little bit of other housekeeping for you. If you enjoy any of the content that we put out, you should consider going over to patreon.com/synced-up, where for $1 you can get access to our lovely Discord.
One singular
where we're talking about Christmas.
Lifetime subscription.
Christmas food.
That's cheaper than
Yep.
probably most OnlyFans.
Or for $5 you get access to that lovely Discord and the post shows of all the shows that we do and many more goodies, all from youtube.com/syncedupodcast and podcasting services around the globe. New episodes of this show specifically go up in all of those feeds Tuesdays, 7 a.m. Central Time Zone gang. You can also write into the show to syncedupod@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or concerns, and we may read those on the show. You should also consider dropping a follow on Twitter @syncedupod to keep up to date with all of our content from across the board. One small thing. Well, I guess it's not really a small thing. The week, so what, 5 weeks from now?
That's out there.
No, I guess because we're skipping this week. I guess it's still 6 weeks from now, technically, because we're skipping a Synced Up podcast week.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So 6 weeks from now, we will be having our 100 episode extravaganza, where we just kick back, relax, and talk about things. It's gonna be post show vibes. So if you're a fan of the post show and you subscribe at that $5 tier, you'll know what kind of vibes I'm talking about. For everybody who doesn't, maybe it'll give you a taste of the post show, and you'll want to give us $5 to join in.
And the thing is, it's gonna be mostly. I know. I even talked to my mom where I'm like, I know you don't watch the game podcast, but when we do the 100th episode, make sure you listen in because that's not gonna be game centric. That's our main podcast, so we're doing it on there.
We'll talk about games. We'll talk about movies. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about Christmas. We'll talk about whatever the fuck comes up.
Pilk.
Yeah, we'll talk about whatever. And that'll be a really long episode, and we'll skip the movie pod that week, and there'll be no post shows that week because we're going to be doing like a 2 to 3 hour podcast, and it's going to be real fun. And that's going to be exciting. But now let's just jump into what we came here for. You got something?
A little preemptive here. I think this list is definitely going to need some reanalyzing once we're finished starting in.
Well, that's
I think
what we're going to do.
Stuff to move because I have.
We're gonna reanalyze this list from top to bottom.
I think the number one. I think I know what the number one's going to be overall out of 51 movies. And I think it might not end up there based on the way we've been doing things.
Yeah.
So
we'll figure it out.
I have a discussion to have about that.
Let's get into it.
Some stuff.
So go ahead and bring up the rankings. Noah, switch over to the pod too if you don't mind. Of course, we got Noah on the ones and twos today. If you wouldn't mind zooming in as well so we can get a better look at it. Control scroll wheel works pretty well.
All right.
Okay, that works too. All right, there we go.
Different ways
so go ahead and scroll up Here we go. By the end, once we rank all 3 of these movies, I will read the list from bottom to top after we reanalyze it and everything. So let's start her off with the Frozen 2 plot synopsis. Elsa and the Snow Queen has an extraordinary gift, the power to create ice and snow. But no matter how happy she is to be surrounded by the people of Arendelle, Elsa finds herself strangely unsettled. After hearing a mysterious voice call out to her, Aurora, by the way, who makes really good music, Elsa travels to the enchanted forests and dark seas beyond her kingdom, an adventure that soon turns into a journey of self-discovery. So, of course, we've been doing this lately. We're just going to start off with plotting it in. Rank it first, talk later.
Okay.
I
think I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All right.
This is simple, and I think it might need some explanation for people. If you haven't seen Frozen 2, you should definitely see it. You can go ahead and click right in front of Lilo and Stitch, hit enter, and then and then hit enter.
There you go.
There you go.
So
this movie is a must-watch.
Yeah, it's great. It's so good.
And especially with how good Frozen is, this just takes everything that's good in Frozen, turns it to 11. Way better animation. The world is filled. There's the characters are still written as lovely as they were in the first one.
And the songs. There's so many more songs and so many more bangers. You got, Into the Unknown,
Lost in the
Woods. Even
the Next Right Thing.
The Next Right Thing,
because that's a hit song.
Some things never change.
When I'm older.
Well, this will all make sense when I'm older.
What's the first one?
That's
Some Things Never Change.
Some Things Never Change.
Yeah, all the songs are great.
Yep. And
it's so good. The plot, you're kind of thrown into it. I think it's like. There's no like pit stops or anything else in the plot. It's really just you start the adventure, you end the adventure movie.
And it feels like a good movie that grows with its audience. It realizes 6 years ago is when you watched this last one.
Yeah.
You've grown up. And they even do a fourth wall break where during his "This will all make sense when I am older," he looks at the camera and says, "And you all look older." Is what he says. His little fourth wall break, which I thought was cute.
My favorite, I think, you said we were going to talk about our favorite scenes. From Disney movies. One of my favorites is definitely in this movie, and it's when Olaf explains the events of Frozen 1.
Parents are dead.
It's just so good.
Yeah, it's great. When we finish this, we finish slotting and everything. We're gonna just have kind of like a retrospective. There's no news this week. There's nothing like that. So we're just gonna look back, talk about our favorite moments, favorite music, stuff like that. The only news
is that Spider-Man broke $1 billion worldwide. That's
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Okay, I think this is gonna stay here. No matter what happens to Encanto, which we've got some more write-ins.
Yep.
I think this stays number 1 simply because of how it might not be your number 1 overall. It might not be my number 1 overall, but it's the one we enjoy the most.
It's great.
And have it highly rated.
Yeah, it's great. Frozen 2 is really good. I love all the character developments. Having like the characters, die in quotes and then come back. All that stuff's really nice. Of course, just everyone is the star of the show here. I feel like every character is great.
Yeah, everybody has their moments.
You got your cute little salamander buddy, Disney cute.
Well, even a Kristoff with his Lost in the Woods and how he's like
that sequence is so great.
Trying to propose in the middle of all this.
Yeah, because they turn it into a love song music video. And he like keeps. He even does the thing where he's up to the pine cone and he's like has his hand on his ear and stuff. So good. That song is just. Banging, bro. That whole soundtrack hits so fucking hard.
It is a wonderful movie.
I'm trying to think if there's any songs on there that I missed that I'm just forgetting, but I don't think so. That's pretty much it.
What's the one when she enters the cavern?
That's the River Lullaby, which also we didn't talk about. But it's like a rendition of the River Lullaby where she talks about like, don't go too far, you'll be drowned or whatever. I can't remember how's that fucking song go?
But that one's good too. The Lullaby?
Yeah. There's a river.
I can't think if there's any other ones.
No, that's all I can think of. I don't think there's really any, do the next right thing.
That one's good.
They all hit so
They're
fucking
great.
hard.
They're great.
Moving on.
We'll have more discussion.
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Okay.
Long ago, in the fantasy world of Kumandra, humans and dragons lived together in harmony. However, when sinister monsters known as the Droon threatened the land, the dragons sacrificed themselves to save humanity. Now, 500 years later, these same monsters have returned, and it's up to a lone warrior to track down the last dragon and stop the Droon for good.
Give me a second here.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, 15.
16. Okay.
Right there.
I don't think it's better than Tangled. I will argue that day and night. I don't think it's better than Tangled. And I looking at this list, The problem is, you've never seen Tangled?
No, Raya and the Last Dragon? You didn't watch Raya and the Last Dragon? Well, fucking shit.
The thing for me is, I know it's kind of stupid, but the music carries so many of these movies.
Yeah.
And when you don't got songs that stick with you afterwards, the movie has less staying power. Rewatching this, I thought I liked this movie. I thought I liked it. I thought it was maybe top 10.
Yeah.
But rewatching it, I was like, some of these lines just don't hit, and it's like a year later.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I thought.
Honestly, I don't even.
You okay with 16?
Now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know if it's better than Beauty and the Beast or Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know, man. It's really good. The animation. The animation's sometimes weird, but they're doing some cool things.
Because in my head I was just like, oh, less than Atlantis, but I do think it's better than Tangled. But then when I go below, I don't think it's better than Princess and the Frog. I don't think it's better than Beauty and the Beast.
Definitely better than Winnie the Pooh and Chicken Little.
Nah, Winnie the Pooh is the shit.
I think it belongs right in this range.
Yeah, you can leave it right here. You can put it at 16.
Okay, thank you. I don't think it beats Tangled. Tangled is great. I think you need to go rewatch it if you think Raya is better. It doesn't pull me in as much as I thought it was. Because
the baby is the star of the show.
Immediately as Raya ended, I just wanted to throw on Encanto.
Yeah.
So I could watch a better movie.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it.
It's not bad.
It's weird. Some of the animation looks weird. They do a lot of depth of field stuff. It feels odd. Like when you look at Encanto and you look at Frozen 2, this feels like a weird, unwanted middle child.
It doesn't have the charm that like the top 5 movies do.
And it's not even that serious, especially when you have someone, you have someone like Awkwafina and stuff. It doesn't feel like a super serious movie without any of the, but it doesn't have any of the fun really.
Yeah.
A lot of the lines that Raya says, especially to that girl, it just feel like dumb ass shit.
Yeah, the fun is supposed to come with the side characters and their designs, but I don't think that necessarily guarantees that there's funny moments.
Yeah. The baby's the best part, in my opinion.
The baby's cool.
Con baby.
The big guy who's a softie.
Wong.
And then the little kid who's running everything. Like those are good bits, but that doesn't like keep me
I agree.
laughing constantly, or not laughing constantly, but like enjoying, smiling. I just didn't find a lot of joy in this movie. There's not a lot of charm. It's still a good movie. I feel like the top 10 is just so strong.
Yeah.
That it's just hard to break into there, unless you're like amazing animation, amazing songs, or a great cast of characters. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Anyway, moving on. Encanto. The Madrigals are an extraordinary family who live hidden in the mountains of Colombia in a charmed place called the Encanto. The magic of the Encanto has blessed every child in the family with a unique gift. Every child except Mirabel. However, she soon may be the Madrigal's last hope when she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is now in danger. So we talked about this a few weeks back, ended up in a deadlock tie. So we took it off the list, put it towards the bottom until we could come back and rank it after we had ranked everything and more people had watched it to give our opinions on it. So
refresher, for me, it's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
It is my favorite Disney movie so far. I think it beats out Frozen 2 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it sitting for you right now?
Like, I don't know, because I originally scroll up. It's not that low. Relax. I originally had it below Lilo because my original thing when I first watched the movie was, do I put it above Tarzan or below Tarzan? And that was what I was fighting because I didn't feel better than Lilo and Stitch. I didn't feel better than Lilo and Stitch to me, like, at all. And I don't even, now that I've stayed away from it for what's it been, 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Yeah, it came out on Thanksgiving weekend.
And
about a month.
Got back to it, got some other people to watch it. I don't think it's better than Tarzan, because I feel alone in this opinion, because even when I look on the internet, nobody shares this opinion. I feel like I'm geeking.
I feel like you are too.
But the only people to share, well, I guess the only people to share that opinion with me was Noah and Adriana felt it a little bit, but Noah really agreed with me when we got out of the theater because I had said something and he was like, "Oh yeah, I agree with that." I felt like the turnaround on the grandma is just so fast, like so aggressively quick, where I was like, "Dude, I'm pissed." Like it actually detracted from my enjoyment of the last 10 minutes of that film because it's at the very, very end.
Yeah.
And for the rest of that film, that last song where they're like rebuilding the house and they're putting the little doorknob on and stuff, which is supposed to be a beautiful song. I just could not quit thinking about how I was pissed that the grandma was there, dude. I was like, dude, fuck this lady.
Yeah, I don't get why you're tripping.
And when you look on Twitter, it's a lot of people who are like, man, people who say that the grandma was forgive too fast or stupid or whatever. And I was like, damn, man, I don't know. So ultimately, I think I cannot put it above Tarzan, and I have to put it, but it's definitely better than Moana. See, this is where things get weird too, especially because I think like Wreck-It Ralph is like should be way up here, and I think Winnie the Pooh should be way up here as well.
That's why I've been like, where does it go on this list for me?
If personally, I think it goes at 3, because I don't think it's better than Lilo and Stitch. You think it's better than Lilo and Stitch. Lucas thinks it's better than Lilo and Stitch.
I think because of how we waited for Lucas and Chance's opinion, it's definitely not number 1. Even though me and Lucas have it there, that definitely puts it in the top 3 though.
Yeah, and I think it should go at 3 because Chance says he thinks it might be top 15. He says it's not top 10, might be top 15, which is very low. Compared to everyone else. Lucas put it at 1.
We also have Aladdin at like 23 though.
Yeah, we do. Lucas put it at 1. You put it at 1. I put it at 3. Chance puts it at somewhere between 15 and 10.
I could accept.
Jordan still hasn't watched.
I could accept 3. Because this is a collaborative list. I know Frozen 2 is both our favorite.
Yeah, and a lot of people love that fucking movie.
Chance loves that movie. Anybody who's, I don't know. It's my favorite.
What do you think, Noah?
Collectively, with you.
What are you thinking, Noah?
We've never brought in his expertise.
I know.
This is interesting. Encanto? I think it's easily top 3. You're not going to convince me.
I've never watched every Disney movie.
Yeah, Noah hasn't seen like a bunch of these.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we can put it at 3.
You got me with 3. Now we come into the moving phase. Let's take a second here.
Okay, so
this
scroll
is 51 movies.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom and just delete the extra numbers and that off the list until the 26th, which is when we record this.
It's literally today.
Yeah, so you can remove that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So
that's 51 movies.
Let's not read off the whole list because we're going to rearrange. So scroll all the way up to the top.
Let's look at this.
And so of course I think. All right. Let's Frozen 2 stay in.
I think it is the synced up official
Best
favorite Disney animation movie. You're asking me. You asked Tim. You asked Chance.
Even if you ask Chance, he loves this movie. Yeah.
It's all top 3 for all of us.
A lot of people love it.
It's probably top 2 for all of us. I think it is my number 2.
It's great. Lilo and Stitch, of course, staying. I think the majority of this top like 10 to 15 will probably stay rock solid.
Yeah.
Encanto not moving. Tarzan definitely not fucking moving.
I think even thinking back on Tarzan, I'm okay with it still being above Moana.
Yeah.
Moana's great, but Tarzan is still really good.
I could switch Moana and Zootopia personally.
No.
Okay, so that Moana will stay.
Moana's
Zootopia, I'm not with moving down at all. I could move Frozen 1 down. Frankly, I could probably move Frozen down 4 slots.
I could not.
Okay.
The music, at the time, it was phenomenal.
Okay.
It's just too good.
Wreck-It Ralph, I could move up.
Wreck-It Ralph, I think it's staying.
I could move up.
Now I think you get into some territory you might convince me.
Honestly, Treasure Planet, I don't think I'm ready. Could I move Treasure Planet down 2 slots?
I think if you move Treasure Planet down, you're moving Hunchback and Meet the Robinsons down too. Because I think what's happening is you move Lion King up.
I think you move Hunchback up too. I think I could move Treasure Planet down 2 slots and put Lion King up 1 and Hunchback up 1. In retrospect, I could do 1 for sure.
I think I'll allow it.
Okay, I could do 1 for sure.
Just erase Treasure Planet.
Just erase Treasure Planet, and then hit enter after Hunchback.
Yeah.
So erase this. You can erase the 9. It'll fix itself.
Yeah.
And then backspace 1 more time. There you go. And then hit enter after Hunchback, and then put in Treasure Planet. So yeah, I'm definitely with this.
I think I'm okay with that. I think Meet the Robinsons should go down.
Absolutely not.
I think it should go down a lot.
It should go up, baby.
It definitely does not deserve to go up.
Up.
I think Big Hero 6 is definitely better than Meet the Robinsons.
Big Hero 6.
I think Hercules is better than Meet the Robinsons.
I think Meet the Robinsons is locked. It's locked. It's not moving. Big Hero 6.
It's a shame.
I think we could leave Big Hero 6 where it is. I don't really feel like.
I think Hercules is in a good spot.
I could move Hercules down, but if you want to leave it there, that's okay.
I think it's good. I could move Atlantis down.
Atlantis not moving either. If Jordan was here, bro, he'd throw fisticuffs. Jordan wants this shit up in the top 10 or top 15.
Atlantis
or
is
top
not
5.
I think so. I think the top 9 everybody's got.
Yeah.
But 10 is where you get those random picks. Like
I don't know, man. I love fucking
top
Hunchback,
10.
dog.
Meet the Robinsons is probably in your top 10.
Hunchback is so good.
Hunchback. Well, Hunchback is in. It's probably my top.
That movie's so good.
It's good. Raya, that's fine where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Well, yeah, we're not gonna move Tangled. We're not gonna move Raya. Princess and the Frog. I could swap Princess and Beauty.
I could as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Beauty and the Beast is probably my favorite from that era.
It's so good. It's so good.
Either that or Hercules.
Remove Princess and the Frog and then add it after Beauty and the Beast.
Cool.
Of course, I can move Winnie the Pooh up, but I know you're not with that.
No.
I just gotta put that out there into the ether. So
I can move
know.
it down.
Absolutely not.
Chicken Little down.
Chicken Little could also move up, but hey, look, you know.
I want you to look at the
that's for the record.
Look at the movies you have right below Chicken Little.
Yeah, no, I see
Mulan, Emperor's New Groove.
I see it.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Brother Bear.
I see it.
Because of Phil Collins.
I see what's going on.
You're okay with all that?
Let me think. Do I? So here's what we're gonna do.
In retrospect, I think Ralph Breaks the Internet's going.
I can take Chicken Little and move it below Robin Hood.
Okay, I don't think you have to go that low.
That's kind of looking at those. Obviously, I think it's better than Mulan, but you know everyone's gonna dip me down. I think you just
go below Brother Bear.
Everyone's gonna dip me down for that, but I
just hit enter. There you go.
I think it's definitely. I think Robin Hood's is better. But I think Brother Bear should be down. But I could move it below Robin Hood.
I think everything above Robin Hood is a different echelon, a higher.
Yeah.
Rated movie. Yeah, just hit enter. There you go.
Chicken Little. Of course, I could move Mulan down. No one's gonna agree with me on that. That's okay.
I can't move Mulan down.
Okay.
Now hold up. There's a talk for Aladdin.
Let's wait a second.
Okay.
Emperor's New Groove. Up or down?
I think you move Aladdin to 22.
And Emperor's New, and then just leave those two to just go down.
Just go down one.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Well, yeah. That works. So Aladdin, and then hit enter, and then type Emperor's New Groove, and then delete that other Aladdin there. Yeah. Whoop. And after I've sat on Ralph Breaks the Internet for a week, I could also move Ralph Breaks the Internet below Chicken Little.
I think it's fair.
To be completely honest. Honestly, I was feeling it a little bit for some of the things, but now that I'm sat on it a while, I definitely think no, honestly, fuck that. Put it at below The Rescuers. Even The Rescuers is fucking better than Ralph Breaks the Internet. Because The Rescuers has the fucking the cool ass mice. But it's definitely better than Bolt. That movie kinda sucks. Little Mermaid, I'm cool with leaving.
Brother Bear, I think, is in a good spot. I know it's really low because when you're looking at this, you're like, wow, these movies are in the top 30.
Yeah.
You're still good movies.
Yeah,
I think once you hit, for me, it's Ralph Breaks the Internet. I think is the point of shit movies.
Yeah.
Not shit, but
yeah.
Not good.
I could move Robin Hood up to 23, but.
I could not.
Okay, that's fine.
It's good.
Chicken Little staying. We just moved it. The Rescuers.
Here's the deal. The rest of this stuff, I don't think we even need to look at because we've edited it multiple times.
Okay.
And nothing has been added to this part of the list.
Well, we're almost to the end. Might as well look at it all.
I mean, fine. Okay.
This is our retrospective episode. Ralph Breaks the Internet, of course, leaving it. Bolt.
Fine. Leave it there.
Honestly, Aristocats above Bolt. I don't know. I might do it.
Well, if you're gonna move Bolt, honestly, move it to below Pocahontas.
I think Pocahontas is not good.
I think it is. I think it's top 32.
Top 32? I'm thinking top 33.
I don't think it's that serious.
Yeah. I would swap Bolt and Aristocats because I think Aristocats is better Bolt in retrospect because Aristocats is fun. Okay. And you also have that first little sequence where they sing on the piano that's really nice.
That's fine.
All right, swap those two. Just quick swap. Pocahontas, chilling. Oliver and Company, chilling. Of course, I can move Fox and the Hound up, but it's whatever.
I think it's okay there.
Great Mouse Detective.
I feel like so from 34 to 39, they're all the same ranking in my head.
34 Fox and the Hound, Great Mouse Detective, 101 Dalmatians. I could move 101 Dalmatians way up, but that's just my own personal thing. So if you don't want to move it, that's okay.
All those movies are the same ranking to me.
Cinderella, Rescuers Down Under, Lady and Tramp.
You get to Jungle Book, I think there's a break there.
Yeah.
And then I think everything below Jungle Book is.
I still think Pinocchio could go up above Cinderella, but that's just me. I
can't.
I could move that up. I could definitely move it up 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot, 4 slot, 5
like
slot.
half of Pinocchio, I actively do not like.
Really? Man,
yeah.
I liked it all.
There's some good beats.
Yeah.
But half of it.
Scroll a little further down. Now we're into the 43s. Alice in Wonderland, Sleeping. I could move Sleeping Beauty above Alice in Wonderland.
No, I could not.
You can't?
Alice in Wonderland's good.
Dude, Hi Ho is so good.
That's it.
I know. Bambi. Now that we're back
Hi-Ho's
here,
not even Sleeping Beauty. That's
I could still take Dinosaur and put it down to 51.
On, did you hear what I said?
What'd you say?
Hi-Ho isn't even Sleeping Beauty. That's Snow White.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Which is the very last.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty can just chill. I could still take Dinosaur and put it down to the bottom of this fucking list. Like, I could still do it.
Is it worse than Black Cauldron? No.
I think so.
No, I don't think it is.
Home on the Range does suck massive ass. Okay. Now
here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
I want you to.
What do you think?
Highlight 51 through 49.
Okay.
That was a strange way to do it. There you go. Hit Control X. Go to where Bambi is. The end of Bambi.
After Bambi.
Hit Enter.
Hit Control V. Yeah,
there you
go. I'm with that actually.
I think
this is perfect for me. This is fine because Black Cauldron sucks, Dinosaur sucks, Home on the Range sucks, and Snow White has Hi Ho.
That's it. Yeah, I was about to say. After thinking about it, Dinosaur has nothing for me. Black Cauldron has nothing for me. Home on the Range has nothing for me. Snow White does have Hi Ho.
Yeah,
and that's really all it is.
Yeah, and the rest of those they're okay. So now, do we think those should switch in any way? Like Dinosaur, Black Cauldron, Home on the Range.
They are easily the worst 3 Disney movies.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really any order to them.
Okay.
They're all bad for different reasons.
Okay.
And it's crazy because they're from different time periods.
Well, Jordan likes Dinosaurs, so I think we could leave it up. And then
I will leave that one at the top.
Do we think Black Cauldron and Home on the Range do we think they should swap, or we
no?
think
Home on the Range is like actively bad.
Okay.
We were in a good generation of movies, and they dropped Home on the Range.
Yeah. And the Black Cauldron,
terrible.
It had that one girl, and her little scene was cool. So
there's just not. It's way too much.
Sorry for those mic taps. I had to make sure I almost unplugged my mic.
All right, are you gonna read this thing?
So we're gonna read this big old list, and then have a little retrospective and talk about the journey, talk about some of our favorite stuff. Start at the bottom. Starting at the bottom. So number 51. This is 51
going up.
Disney Animation Studios movies. By the way, there are 60 of them. 9 of them we didn't watch because those were live action cross.
Like Three Musketeers, Fantasia.
Yeah, or they were anthology films and stuff. So we didn't include those.
All animation.
These are purely animation feature length films, non-anthology, not a mix of live action animated. So starting down at maybe one day we come back and we watch the extra 9. I don't know.
I honestly think we should.
Yeah.
Just not right now.
Yeah, because we've
tired.
We've done a big distance, but maybe when we're in the interim and we want something else to do, we'll go watch the other 9 and fit them in somewhere. So 51, Home on the Range. Movie sucks. Movie sucks. It's an active, not good movie, I can say.
I don't feel like we have to comment on all these because we just did while we were ready.
I guess you're right. The Black Cauldron, number 50. Movie also sucks. 49, Dinosaur, sucks. Snow White at 48. Hi-ho. 47, Dumbo.
Elephant with ears.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Peter Pan at number 46. The Lost Boys. You got to love it.
Yeah.
45, Bambi. Still sad to this day.
Very
I think
sad.
that movie should go up. But, hey, look, it's down here. People agree with it being down here, so it's okay. 44, Sleeping Beauty.
I can't tell you what happens in that movie.
Yeah, me neither, frankly. I remember us talking about the beginning of it and being like, the fuck? Like, there was like so much that I didn't understand what was happening or why it was happening.
The scene was cool, though.
Yeah. 43, Alice in Wonderland. We've come so fucking far.
That movie is crazy.
We've come so far.
We have, dude.
Like, thinking back to these old animations and stuff, like, it's been a crazy journey. Number 42, Pinocchio. Music professor. 41, Sword in the Stone. Honestly, I don't remember much from that movie either.
It's not bad. Yeah. I think it's better than Pinocchio, though. So
yeah.
I think there's a
number 40, Jungle Book, of course. Bare necessities. Yep. I want to be like you.
My boy.
My boy. Number 39, Lady and the Tramp. Number 38, The Rescuers Down Under. Number 37, Cinderella. Crazy that that movie, which people would consider like one of the greatest, the GOATs of all time, is down here at number 37. But
I think it's very early. It might be like for when it came out, the movies that came out next to, it's pretty high, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Number 36, 101 Dalmatians. Love that film. Number 35, The Great Mouse Detective.
Hey, that was a sleeper one.
What the fuck was this movie again?
That was the one where you had Sherlock Holmes, but he's a mouse.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, he's a mouse.
Yeah.
Literally says it right there.
What did they investigate?
There's the big rat. Ratigan.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And he's just murking people. Dude.
Yeah,
he's killing folks.
Yeah, I think that was the first Disney movie where we actually watched somebody die.
And the dude was a toy maker.
Yeah.
The toy maker got kidnapped
because they were in like the flying thing, and then he falls off the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That one, like the Big Ben.
Yeah, the Big Ben.
Yeah, that movie was not an underdog.
Sleeper hit at the time.
Sleeper hit.
Yeah, because I believe we put it at 1 when we watched it.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
34,
The Fox and the Hound. 33, Oliver and Company. 32, Pocahontas. 31, Bolt. Number 30, Aristocats. Number 29, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
The lowest of the modern era.
The lowest of the modern movies. Yep, you hate to see it. Number 28, The Rescuers.
This
classic.
one is
it's a banger for you. You love it a lot.
It's a banger for me. Mouse UN.
Yep.
You can't go wrong.
It's so funny.
The adventure's great. I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. Number 27, Chicken Little. At the time, like honestly, watching Chicken Little again, when I first watched it, I expected it to be down there in the 50s. But it honestly had charm.
There were some good lines. Good writing.
Yep. Number 26, Robin Hood. Very enjoyable film. Number 25, Brother Bear. Probably one of the biggest hot takes of our list here that people would say.
It's pretty low, but when I look at the movies that are above it, I'm certain that that's where it goes.
Just people in the Discord are going to disagree though.
Yeah. You messed me up when you started your movie and like, what do you call that?
Yeah, aspect ratio.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was
but it was
really,
a cool
really
effect.
weird. Yeah.
But
anyway, number 24, The Little Mermaid. See, I think a lot of these are going to be hot takes to a lot of people.
Because you're like, wow, Little Mermaid's 24th.
And when you think about it in retrospect, but like honestly, it's just having rewatched these movies actively. Like I really agree that they are.
So many of these movies are just so good.
Yeah. Number 23, The Emperor's New Groove. Good. Number 2020. Number 22, Aladdin.
This is actively the most hot take.
Yeah, for a lot of people. A lot of people agree with that.
Like,
21, Mulan. Number 2, I could swap Aladdin and Mulan. Just being honest. Number 20, Winnie the Pooh, which I think should be way up. Love Winnie the Pooh.
It's good. It's cute. But it doesn't offer me.
Fucking so clever.
I'm gonna forget about that movie in a couple weeks. I will be half forgotten.
Number 19, The Princess and the Frog. Number 18, The Beauty and the Beast. So what's better, the animated or the live action?
The animated. Don't even talk to me.
I think live action is better. Gonna be completely honest with you. What? Love that Emma Watson movie. So good.
No, dude.
It's great. It's great.
No,
it's actually
dude.
Good. Number 17, Raya and the Last Dragon. Another really low one for the modern era.
I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't think
it is either. Number 16, Tangled. Number 15, Atlantis. Number 14, Hercules. Number 13, Big Hero 6. Number 12, Meet the Robinsons. Number 11, Treasure Planet. Now we're into the top 10.
Sad to see Treasure Planet fall out of the top 10. I'm glad it made it that far, though.
Yeah, but
that was one you hadn't seen.
Yep. But now that thinking about it in retrospect, I think it belongs exactly where it is.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it. I think most people though would have put it in like the 30s though.
Yeah, they would have put it pretty low
without watching.
People either put it in the top 5 or real low. Yeah, it seems like. Now we're in the top 10. This is the synced up official top 10 Disney animated films that you should be watching right now on Disney Plus. Number 10, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
It's sleeper. I think it's the highest sleeper hit on here.
I think that's the oldest in the top 10, right? Because Lion King.
The oldest in the top 10.
Lion King's after.
Is it?
Yeah. No, look up. It was Lion King first or Hunchback of Notre Dame? Google.
Which came out first?
Yeah, Google it. Just click it. So Lion King. You don't gotta look like what. Okay.
Okay. He types fast though.
June 24th, 1994.
When did the Hunchback?
Hunchback of Notre Dame's definitely before that, right?
You're gonna. Yeah.
Of Notre Dame come out. 1996. Okay, so Lion King is the oldest one in there, but they're right after one. Yeah,
but that was a huge sleeper hit. Going into it, I was like, this movie will be okay.
Loved it.
It's probably gonna be like, near the bottom of the Renaissance movies. No, it's good. There's very adult themes.
Yep.
The songs are great. The characters are good. I got no qualms.
Yeah, I completely agree. Number 9, The Lion King. Of course, you got Hans Zimmer on the track. Circle of Life.
Elton John.
Great.
Too good.
Great.
Too good.
Number 8, Wreck-It Ralph. Great, charming, fun. Love that movie.
I know it's higher for you, but I think this is a great place for it.
Yeah.
I think most people probably wouldn't have it in the top 10 in general.
Yeah.
But it is a very good movie. It feeds on nostalgia. And it feeds on video game nostalgia, which is oddly very specific for us.
Yeah.
It's just it was a great movie.
I agree. Number 7, Frozen 1. Number 6, Zootopia, another one that I had not seen, but I knew a lot of people ranked it very high, and I agree. It's the jokes in the world. Yeah.
The
world building.
The whole movie's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's great.
So it's good.
You love it. Number 5, Moana, one that we thought would top the list by the end of the Disney animation rankings, ended up down here at number 5. But after
not a bad spot.
After watching it, I definitely agree with this number 5 pick.
It was the same effect as Frozen, where we're like, wow, these were the greatest movies we've ever seen.
Yep.
But like, they were good. Mm-hmm. They're still better though.
Yeah, I agree. Number 4, Tarzan. Actually, is Tarzan older than Lion King?
No, Tarzan's like 99 or something.
But this is the highest of the classical
Renaissance?
era. Yeah,
golden era.
That's definitely you definitely call it like a Renaissance or a golden era. I think for sure.
I think it's the golden era Disney.
But Tarzan, the highest of them.
It was,
and I agree,
better than I remember.
So fucking good.
This was my favorite movie in childhood. Like if you were asked me to put on a Disney movie as a kid, it would have been Tarzan.
Yeah, it would not have been that for me. I remember thinking Tarzan was okay, but then rewatching, I was like, no, this movie fucking hits.
The characters are great. I think we left with a crush on Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Love Jane.
Good movie.
Love Jane. Yeah, of course. Number 3, Encanto. The newest highest movie on here. This is, well, I said Tarzan is the highest of the Renaissance era. Is Lilo and Stitch still Renaissance era? Or is that more modern?
No, I think that's post-Renaissance era.
Post-classical. Yeah, anyway. So Encanto, highest of the new. Yeah, that movie does bang.
Not the highest of the new. Frozen 2 is definitely new.
Well, yeah.
It's like,
but yeah, I guess Encanto is the newest.
You had Encanto, Raya, and then Frozen 2. Right?
You know, in a year when we rank the next Disney movie and we maybe revisit this, will we think Encanto should go down? Maybe.
I don't know, bro. I'm thinking about Bruno every day.
We had 6 weeks to sit on it. 4 to 6 weeks to sit on it.
It does not move for me, bro. So every time I rewatch it or hear the songs, I'm like, this is so
It's great.
good.
It's a good movie.
I love the songs.
Then number 2, Lilo and Stitch, of course. Wow. Good ass movie.
Lilo and Stitch and Encanto are both up there for the same reasons. I think it has the most human characters in any Disney movie,
and it's charming.
The most relatable characters. There's a lot of charm in the movies.
The Elvis stuff, so good.
It's so good. Lilo and Stitch is great.
It's great.
It was my favorite after Tarzan.
Yep,
I love watched the show, played the games. I was dressed up as Stitch one year. I love that.
Lilo and Stitch is the shit. And then of course number 1, Frozen 2, the sequel to Frozen 1, and I think Frozen 2 just got a lot better tracks.
It's got better tracks. It's
got better animation. It's got a better story.
And every
it's
point,
sad.
The characters get good development. You're not spending time introducing people. It's very good.
And that is it. That is it for the synced up podcast. Definitive Disney animation rankings. All 51 Disney animated films ranked,
verified,
rewatched. A thing that we started and I did not expect to finish.
This is almost. It's not 100-hour project.
51 movies, each about an hour and a half. Let's do the math.
I'd say they probably average hour and a half.
Yeah, because old ones are like an hour 15, but newer ones are like an hour 50.
Kind of shocked it's not even 100
51
hours.
times 1.5.
The amount of time spent talking about them is probably 100.
So 51 movies times 1.5 is 76.5. And of course, we watched Encanto twice. Let's get a little more.
I've watched a lot of movies.
So 76.5 of just watching. You include the talking in there. Yeah, this is definitely
100 hours.
150 hours.
It's a lot of time, dude.
Because you're talking 26 podcast episodes, which each run an hour, and we talk about maybe 36. So yeah, we're definitely 100 hours worth of. Damn, 100-hour
it's
project.
A lot of Disney.
A project. Can you scroll down on the mixer, Noah, so I can make sure I keep monitoring our mics? Just scroll down on it.
You gotta click. Yeah.
So over 100-hour project. A project that we went into.
I didn't think we'd be here.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd finish.
I think we'd have to call it quits sometime earlier because we didn't have the strength. Yeah, I think it almost hit that point.
There was a time where I was like, man, Tarzan is what reignited it.
When we were watching for me it was like 101 Dalmatians. That timeline of movies, I was like, dude, leading
up in those, I was getting really tired. And then Tarzan is when it came back because I watched Mulan because it was Mulan and Tarzan that week. I watched Mulan and I was like, bro. Fuck, I downloaded a thing to allow me to watch movies at 1.5 speed on Disney Plus.
Jesus.
And I was watching like those last 3 or 4 movies at 1.5 speed, and then I watched Tarzan. I started at 1.5 speed, and about 10 minutes in, I was like, no, fuck this. I turned that shit down. Yeah, and then I never used it again. After that, I never used the 1.5 speed and went the whole way.
It's crazy because the movies with the lowest time commitment were earlier on. But as you get further, like Raya's an hour 51.
Yeah.
Encanto's like an hour 40, 50, something like that.
Yeah.
You're like, the time commitment starts to go away.
Yeah.
It was a crunch earlier on though.
Especially with 2 films. We were getting to like Sunday, Monday, being like, fuck, I haven't watched any of these.
To hand out for individual movies?
I think we could come up with some stuff on the spot here. So
I got you. Oh, best song.
Best song or best movie with the best songs?
Well, I think songs. Soundtrack Frozen 2. Is there a best song?
Okay. Here's what I think we should do. So let's bring the list back up just so I have a thing to be able to look at.
Yeah. Our faces are.
Let's talk about let's talk first about our own personal top 5 and what we think those are. Now, you don't have to put them in any order, but what's your own personal top 5?
I think you're looking at it for me.
Really, right there? Moana, Tarzan, Encanto, Lilo and Stitch.
Not in that order.
Yeah,
but that's probably it.
Okay, for me, I think Frozen 2,
mm-hmm.
Lilo and Stitch, Meet the Robinsons,
wow,
Wreck-It Ralph 1, and either Tarzan. Honestly, y'all shit on Winnie the Pooh, but I love it so fucking much that I could put Winnie the Pooh up there. So I say Tarzan with Winnie the Pooh as a 6th man.
Interesting picks.
Yeah.
No, I somehow managed to get my top 5 all in there.
Yeah, that's really nice. But yeah, I Wreck-It Ralph was so enjoyable for me because I know I put it at like 1 and you put it at like 10 at the time.
I think my sleeper pick here is Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet being a sneak pick, of course.
It's like number 6 for me.
Yeah,
but that top 5 is just exactly my movies.
Now, now let's talk about some of our favorite songs, just in general from across the board.
So Frozen 2 probably has my favorite song overall.
Lost in the Woods.
Encanto is coming up close, but Lost in the Woods is probably my favorite Disney song. Yeah, it is a rock opera parody kind of thing. It's clearly parodying like Bohemian Rhapsody at some points.
It's so
like
good.
It's super
it's
good.
Fire.
It's a sing at the top of your lungs song.
Yep.
I think it annoys all the girls when we do it.
Yep.
So I don't think it's their favorite song.
I love it.
It is my favorite song.
And then Into the Unknown is when Idina Menzel hits those.
It goes hard.
That shit gives me the goosebumps every time.
Encanto.
Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. Is definitely up there. And then I think Under Pressure. Under the Pressure. Whatever it's called. Those
Surface
two.
Pressure.
Surface Pressure. Those are wonderful songs.
Yeah, they're great.
Now when you
just go pop.
When you get past that point, whoa. I don't know if
Circle of Life.
I'm not singing that though.
I know, but it's up there.
Dude, Go the Distance and Hercules is up there for me.
Let It Go.
Let It Go is an easy one.
Scroll down a little more.
Go the Distance from Hercules is probably my next.
I think, and this was one I was talking about with my dad. I really fucking love Bare Necessities.
Bare Necessities is good.
I think,
much.
It's the
Never Had a Friend Like Me
Necessities
from Aladdin. Genie's track.
Yeah.
You can't listen to it on Spotify or YouTube. I think you can probably find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not on Spotify. It makes me so sad. So I don't get to listen to it as often.
I like Street Savoir Faire from Oliver and Company.
Mm-hmm. Let me think.
Scroll down some more.
I like most of the
Tarzan.
Be Our Guest is one of my favorites.
The Tarzan, what was it? The one that she's singing to him when he's like a kid, like You're My Heart, or what's it? Is it called My Heart?
You'll Be in My Heart.
Yeah, that song's fucking
everything from that soundtrack is great. It's Phil Collins, bro.
Yeah, it's so good.
Brother Bear's got a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably the lowest one on here that has one of the better soundtracks.
Yeah.
The rest of this,
it's just okay. Of course, Hi Ho. Stand out.
Stand out. Lowest standout. Yeah.
Such a good hi ho. It's off to work we go. All
right, what's your next category? There's your talks about something.
Yeah, that favorite.
I had one for you.
What we got?
Best secondary character. That's not like a human. You know what I'm saying?
Not like not like a secondary pro tag.
I'm talking about like
Tuk Tuk,
Olaf, Tuk Tuk,
okay,
Baymax. Who else you got in here?
I think fucking Olaf by a country mile, because Olaf's all of his scenes fucking hilarious. So good.
It's great. Let me see here.
If they would have left the pig on the boat in Moana, it could have been the pig, but instead they left the damn chicken.
The chicken's pretty good.
But I don't really like the chicken.
Olaf again.
What you got on Meet the Robinsons, Noah?
Genie's great.
Talk up. Hit your mic. Turn your mic on.
Who?
Who's Wilbur? Is that that's the guy with the smiley face on the back of his head?
No, that's the main kid.
His son?
Secondary kid.
His son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I said that.
Yeah, but
like,
more of a.
That's not human.
Yeah.
That's
so like the talking frog lady.
Genie,
forgot, not human.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think like Genie, Mushu.
You got the horse from Tangled.
Flounder.
You could. I think
the horse from Tangled. Yeah. That's up there.
Yeah.
I think I agree.
Dude.
Abu?
Tapper.
Abu, yeah.
I love Tapper.
Tapper's good. I
off,
think you're right though. I don't think anything comes close to Olaf. I think Olaf is the best
wins by
character.
A country mile.
That dude is hilarious.
The bird from the Rescuers is funny.
He's funny, dude. I love me some
Olaf.
The
bird from the Rescuers is quite hilarious. Shout outs. So I think another one we could do, favorite moments, just like standout moments, scenes, things. And the reason that sparked me was the 101 Dalmatians. The fucking, what was it? The Twilight bark.
Oh yeah.
I love the Twilight bark.
Is that one? Yeah, that is Dalmatians.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the one where they're trying to find the Dalmatians, whatever, and he barks to like the people in the barn, and it's the captain, like the horse.
They bark all the way from like one side of England to the other.
Yeah, so good.
It's pretty good. Bark. Obviously, I brought up earlier when Olaf's recounting the events of Frozen. Yep. That is a hilarious moment. That's probably one of my. That might be my.
Their parents are dead. So good.
Let's see here. Encanto. Does Encanto have a moment that I'm like, wow?
I don't really think there's like a standout in Encanto.
The ones that stick are the ones that end up like ripping on Disney.
Yeah. Bad Guys Anonymous from Wreck-It Ralph 1, and the only moment really in Wreck-It Ralph 2 that's good, the princesses coming together. That scene is like honestly that's like a top 5 scene for me in a bottom 30 movie, which sucks. I hate that.
This is I got one for you. Anytime the frogs are on the screen in Meet the Robinsons,
so good. Hey, Billy.
Or in Zootopia, I think this is also probably my top 3 moments.
Yeah.
In Zootopia, that you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
My daughter's to be wed.
I broke bread with you, Nikki.
Ice him. It's so good.
I love.
Oh, I love it.
I think those are some of your better moments. Yeah. I think the cake for me though goes to Olaf or, Bad Guys Anonymous /
Yeah. How did I not shout out fucking Little Wonders from Meet the Robinsons and some of my favorite songs. That song's so good.
It's good.
That's a good ass track. These little wonders, twists and turns of fate.
It's sad. It's good.
Oh, I love that song. I have that song and I listen to it regularly. And I forget that it's from Meet the Robinsons. I'm scroll down a little bit.
I want them power vocal songs.
What we got going on? Just favorite moments. There's a
lot of good crunk
scenes
from Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, I love a lot of the scenes of Winnie the Pooh.
The poison for Goose. Go.
Yeah, Noah does better. Hit it real quick, Noah.
Let me hit it.
Cusco's poison.
No, dude, he's
the poison made for Cusco.
He's so good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good one.
My spinach puffs.
Yeah.
There's so many good
that's probably it. What else can we think of?
A best bad guy.
Best what?
Who's the best villain?
Best villain?
Yeah. All this.
Damn. Okay, we gotta scroll.
Is it Goob?
Goob. Honestly?
No, it's not Goob. That was a joke.
So Frozen 2 doesn't really have a villain.
Encanto? No.
Lilo and Stitch? No. Encanto is just themselves.
Gaston's a great villain.
Tarzan?
You may not agree with that.
Moana,
I think Gaston is a great villain.
Tekka? No. Zootopia? Who's the villain in Zootopia? Just the lamb lady?
Lamb? Nah.
No. Frozen 1 is just
Hans.
Or Elsa. Kind of.
She's not the bad guy. Yeah. Hans is the clear bad guy.
Wreck-It Ralph is
Turbo.
Does there some stuff? Oh, Turbo. No.
Lion King. Scar is a great villain.
Scar is fucking awesome.
Scar is a wonderful villain.
Hunchback in Notre Dame. That guy, that villain.
He goes hard. He said, if she's not sleeping with me, she's
gonna burn.
She's gonna die.
That's pretty intense. Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet's got
honestly
a good cast of villains.
It has a good cast of characters, but it's so hard to.
There's not
it's so
true
hard, like a standout villain. Yeah, that's hard to do.
Your main villain is obviously I can't remember.
I love Goob.
Oh my god,
from Meet the Robinsons.
Goob is a good. He's not a good villain.
Yeah, he is.
He's trash villain.
He's so good.
The hat is the clear villain here. Goob's just being used.
I love Goob. Big Hero 6? Nah, he's just so that villain is okay. Big Hero 6. Hercules.
Callaghan.
Hades is okay.
Hades is a good villain.
Atlantis.
I think where you get the best villains is in the golden era Renaissance Disney movies.
Atlantis has a good. I think Atlantis when he turns on everybody. And then it's him and the girl.
From a mile though.
Yeah, you do. Tangled, the mom. She's okay.
All right.
Raya? Nah. Beauty and the Beast, Gaston. He's
is
good.
a great villain.
Like Gaston, no one got.
That's a great song.
Is as thick as Gaston.
I think we slept on Beauty and the Beast soundtrack.
Yeah.
There's so many good.
Princess
songs.
and the Frog.
Who
is that? Oh, the voodoo.
Man. Yeah.
Nah. Winnie the Pooh. There isn't really a villain. There's a villain, but that's not a villain.
Common Sense is the villain there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Mulan.
Hun.
He's okay. Aladdin.
Jafar.
Nah,
dude's just power.
Emperor's New Groove
is Yzma.
No.
Mid.
Little Mermaid. No.
Ursula. Yeah, she's
okay.
Rude.
Brother Bear
is not really.
Robin Hood has a decent one.
Yeah.
Chicken Little. There's no really villain. The villain is the town. The villain is the town. The Rescuers. Ralph. I'm trying to just think. Aristocats, Pocahontas. None of these really have any standout villains.
Great Mouse Detective has a wonderful villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best villain on this lower
end. Yeah. Cinderella. The evil stepmother is pretty classic. 101 Dalmatians. What's the villain in 101 Dalmatians? Noah?
Cruella de Vil, bro.
Oh yeah. Cruella de Vil is good.
But Cruella de Vil is only good in Cruella.
Yeah, only because of her movie. Yeah. Pinocchio, the weird pedo guy. No. Yeah, no, I'm kind of, that's kind of it. So I think Scar or scroll back up.
Gaston's up there for me.
I think Gaston, scroll all the way to the top. Gaston, Scar, or the priest from Hunchback in Notre Dame is kind of where I'm sitting.
Yeah, those are some good picks.
Yeah.
I like those picks.
Those are good. Those are good villains.
It's hard to pick. There's a lot of good villains.
Yeah, because Frozen 2 doesn't really have a villain. A lot of the more modern Disney movies don't have a villain. Because Encanto, the villain is themselves. Frozen 2, the villain is the past. Zootopia. Well, I guess Zootopia's villain is the lamb lady, kind of.
It is the lamb lady.
And Moana, there isn't really a villain. I guess Taka, but not really.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the villain in that movie is fear, pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, is that it for like different things?
Tamatoa. He's a villain.
Yeah.
The crab.
The crab. So
shiny.
shiny. That Moana song is very good.
No, it might be different for you and me. What? The worst Disney movie is clearly Home on the Range, right?
Yeah, that movie sucks.
Retrospectively, Dinosaur sucks. Black Cauldron sucks. But Home on the Range is offensively bad.
Jordan still stands by Dinosaur, bro.
Sure, fine. But if anybody stood by Home on the Range and was like, y'all are tripping, it's a good movie.
No, that movie sucks ass.
I would be so pissed. That movie is offensively bad. It's like, how are you Disney?
Yeah, no, it's bad.
And you make all these movies.
It's real bad.
And then you spent hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars and drop Home on the Range.
Yeah, with Roseanne Barr and shit.
That movie is garbage.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, any last minute awards here?
No, I think that's everything. It feels weird to be done.
I know. I'm afraid to wrap this up, bro. This page isn't gonna get touched for like a year.
It's gonna be a while. Again, to recap the top 5: Moana, Tarzan, Encanto, Lilo and Stitch, and Frozen 2. If you have problems with that list, leave it in the comments. We'll see what you guys have to say. And for all you people in the Discord who I know are probably already been typing shit up as you listen to this
flaming us already.
episode,
it's in the drafts.
We've been responding. So whatever we said, that's how we feel.
I don't think we've ever agreed more than at this point of this list. It was a hard-fought battle. There were moments I thought you were stupid. There were moments you thought I was stupid.
Chicken Little, Wreck-It Ralph.
It was worth the journey, you know? I can actually look at the podcast in general, obviously. Yep. I can look at it and be like, look, we've done 97 episodes or something, whatever. Over 100 if you count both.
Yep.
But this was extra.
Yeah.
This was regular plot plus extra time each week. And we maybe missed 1 or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
Yeah, there was 1 week that we had to postpone because of like work or some shit. Mm-hmm. But that was pretty much it. And then the week we took to watch Encanto, which ended up being nothing but going back to it the next week after that. But damn,
I'm never doing that many movies again though.
Nope. We're next week we will be announcing the winner of the vote between the Harry Potter franchise and
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's films, all of his films. And so if you can still vote in the Discord or in the comments, in a text, anybody who hasn't voted yet, most people have voted, so go ahead and get your votes in, and we'll announce the winner next week between those two, and then the week after that, or should we? No, yeah, because next week we'll be doing our top 5 episode type thing, and then the week after that we'll start it, whether that's the Sorcerer's Stone or I think Insomnia is the first Nolan film, or The Follower. I don't know.
Memento?
Some weird shit. No, Memento's his 3rd film.
Prestige?
Prestige is his 4th film.
Damn. Wow.
Or no, Prestige is his 5th film. 4th or 5th film. I don't know. It's either Memento's 2nd and Prestige is 4th, or Memento's 3rd and Prestige is 5th. I think it's 2nd and 4th. Because he has like Insomnia as the first movie, and then like It Follows or Something Follows or some shit. I don't know.
Gotcha. Are we supposed to talk about a Hawkeye finale?
Yeah. So, well, first off,
okay,
we got one train. Do we watch this trailer? I think we should wait because this trailer feels like.
Let's save it for.
Yeah.
Let's save it for next.
Yeah. Well, we not messing with that trailer.
This is mostly the
things that are coming out next week. Book of Boba Fett drops. The show.
Will you be watching?
No.
Okay, me neither.
And then Serrano, the Peter Dinklage film, also drops. And then Licorice Pizza just dropped, and I want to go watch that, but I haven't got around to it. Big old cough.
Sorry.
And then what we watched this week? Just Hawkeye.
The finale of The Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'll probably find a clip of me every time I finish a season of The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
It's always the same at the end.
Yeah.
I hate that show.
Yeah.
I hate that show so much, bro.
But you can't stop watching it, bro.
They're like, this guy's clearly the best guy for this woman.
Yeah.
And any other guy is a schmutz.
Mm-hmm.
and we should not even entertain the idea that she would choose somebody else. And then right at the end, bro, she chooses the guy who sucks.
Yeah.
Who needs the most work to make
classic
guy.
Classic.
Who's wasn't really feeling it right up till the end. It was like, I'd be sad if you picked the other guy. And she's like, that's what I needed to hear. Now I know you're for real. And it's just like, I hate this show.
Yep.
And now they're picking Clayton to do The Bachelor, who is this big, chunky white guy.
Classic.
And when they could have picked Brandon, who is a stud, cool guy, fun, would probably have a great season. Man, I hate this show.
But you love it. You can't stop watching.
I'll be dragged back in for episode 1 of Clayton season in like a week or something. I don't know.
Of course. Then we watched Hawkeye. So finish the show. This is going to be Hawkeye spoilers for the rest of this episode.
Spoilers.
That's a good ass show, man.
It was much better than I thought it would be.
It ended up being
number
my favorite
2 for me.
It ended up being my favorite.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last episode stopped it from being my favorite.
Yeah.
The finale wasn't as good as I'd want it to be, but there were still good moments.
Yeah, I loved pretty much every minute of that show. What the show has shown me is, one, I'm excited for. We don't know if they're doing the Young Avengers, but the Young Avengers. And I'm also excited for more fucking Yelena. Give me more Yelena. Every second that Yelena is on screen is so fucking enjoyable. In Black Widow it was, and in this. It hits so fucking hard. So good. Florence Pugh is the shit. I love Florence Pugh so much. She's quickly climbing the ranks. The top 3 actress for me.
Did you see the thing I posted where someone said that Yelena just sounds like the female version of Gru?
Yeah, fuck out of here with that, man.
But once you hear it,
yeah, sure, whatever.
It's there, bro.
I guess so. But
I'm not mad. It's okay. It's kind of hot.
I love Florence Pugh, and I love Yelena's character.
Yeah, she does a good job.
She does such a good job. Her character is funny, witty, badass, has emotional stakes. That the scene that we got with the whistle, and her talking to him talking to Hawkeye on the ice rink.
Yeah,
nice. The one qualm I had with the ending of the show was I wanted just a drip of what's coming next. You know, of course we got that with Spider-Man.
I got 2 qualms.
Yeah,
I got that same qualm or the post-credit scene.
Yep.
There's a lot of hate for it. I don't think it deserves a lot of hate because I think our expectations are a bit much. But it did kind of suck. I wish there was something else going on.
Give me a drop for Echo. Give me a drop for if Daredevil's coming. Give me just anything. But instead you just ended it, and then the end credit scene was of course the Rogers musical, which was cool. Yeah. But I just wanted like something else, man.
My second qualm is that while Kate Bishop, Hawkeye's, and I think Yelena's storylines throughout the show ended on a good note. Not necessarily a good note, but like they wrapped it off well for the show, and wherever they might go next. I think Echo's, Kingpin, and Kazi's fell a little flat.
Well,
nothing really felt.
Kingpin's story you get in Daredevil.
I know, but like nothing really like felt like, oh my gosh, like watching Maya, Echo, whatever you want to call her, become herself or whatever. Come to these realizations and then decide to, start murking the tracksuit mafia. Yep. Didn't hit hard for me. It was just like,
it hit okay for me.
She changed her hair. Now she's a good guy.
Yeah.
She got really.
Well, we don't know if she's a good guy.
Yeah, I know.
But she's getting her own show.
She killed Kazi.
I think that kind of plays into the show. Like if they would, if they would have gave us a breadcrumb for the Echo show, the fact that her story wasn't as fleshed out wouldn't be as much of a problem.
That's the thing, and I feel like once we get the Echo show, we'll watch all of that, and then in retrospective, it'll be like fine. Yeah. But right now, I'm just like, this storyline kind of sucks right now.
Loved everything to do with the LARPers.
The LARPers were great.
I loved the artificial timer of Christmas Day. That was nice.
The last scene where Haley Steinfeld's character gets to join Hawkeye's family.
Yep. It's good.
It's a good scene.
And then the implication that he is passing on the mantle when she says, "I wanted this name," and he says, "I got a better idea." Which is the insinuation of him saying,
Hawkeye now.
"You're Hawkeye." Yeah, which is what she is in the comics. Yeah. She takes the name Hawkeye, which is nice. Of course. Kingpin definitely coming back in the comics when that scene happens. He just comes back blind because Kingpin he's fucking invulnerable pretty much. Yeah. So he's just gonna come back blind, and so that's what I think the Echo show will be the contrast of her deafness and his blindness and them fighting each other, which is gonna be fun. Will Kate Bishop and them be there? Probably, maybe, I don't know. What else do I gotta say? I liked the parallels between it and Spider-Man. There's no like things that happen in this that talk about Spider-Man, but from like when Spider-Man is and scenes in Spider-Man,
there's a clear emphasis on like that these are in a similar
these are the same time frame. That Spider-Man happens immediately after this, or right before or kind of during the first few episodes.
Because the Spider-Man happens between Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah. Which is, sure. Well after Halloween, because he's bitching at her for leaving the Halloween decorations up for so long.
Yeah, but we don't know how long. It could be like a few days.
No, it has to be a long time, because spoilers for Spider-Man for 3 minutes. He swings past the at the very, very end. He swings past the place with the Christmas tree and stuff.
Well, the thing is, that part of the movie, we don't know how much time has passed. He's sewn a suit. He's done all that.
I guess so.
It could be weeks.
Yeah. So I guess it's some indiscriminate amount of time, like right before the first few episodes in that.
It's you got a month and a half.
And you see the Rogers, the musical stuff. Yeah. Which is cool. And then because they talk about the
I guess we get to slot it in. We get to slot it in.
What?
Hawkeye.
We didn't slot in the other shows, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
We've slotted in on the shows. It's not What If.
Bring it in, Noah. Look up MCU Power Rankings and click the Google Doc.
Yeah,
You could close that. You can close that trailer. Like MCU Power Rankings.
There you go. Because we've slotted in.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Home's right there. Hey, Loki, and the show's on here. Okay. Where's WandaVision? Oh, okay, 15. I like no, it's that low. I think this. Okay, let's find a neutral ground. Do you think it's in the top 10?
No.
Okay, thank you. So, you think it's better than Loki, though?
Yep.
Do you think it's number 11?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. I think
above Guardians. Don't put it there yet, Noah. Because this is a combination thing.
I think Loki has the chance to skyrocket when we actually see, because we haven't seen consequences.
I think it goes. I personally think it's better than Black Widow. I don't think it's better than Guardians.
Yeah.
I also don't think it's better than WandaVision. But I do think it's better than Black Widow. In retrospect, Black Widow could go down a little bit.
I liked Black Widow a lot.
Yeah, but is it better than the Winter Soldier?
Maybe. I don't know. It was really good.
I don't think so. WandaVision's, I think, better too.
And it introduced the Elena.
So I think for me, where it actually ends up, even though I think it's better than Black Widow, but I think Black Widow's in a weird spot, I think it goes at 16 for me.
16? So 14?
I honestly think we have the shows a bit too high.
Yeah, it goes at 14.
In general.
Slotted at 14.
That's an acceptable spot. Yep.
Hawkeye. Capitalize that motherfucking age.
That age, baby. There we go.
And that's it. That's it for this episode of Synced Up Podcast. Filmcast. Thank you for watching or listening. Happy New Year to everyone. We'll see you guys next week. Of course, we'll be doing our 100th episode extravaganza in 6 weeks. We'll be going back to the video game pod again next week. Sorry for our little Christmas delay there. And of course,
some good content.
We'll be talking about our favorite games of the year next week, and we'll be talking about our favorite movies and shit of the year next week on those episodes. So get excited. Go over to youtube.com/syncedupodcast. Give us a subscribe if you listen to the audio version. If you're on Spotify or you have Spotify, consider searching Synced Up Filmcast and Synced Up Podcast and dropping us 5 stars in both of those feeds. I sort of said that at the top of the show. But we'll go into the post show for everybody who supports at patreon.com/syncedupodcast at the $5 tier. So for everyone who does that, we'll see you in a few minutes. Everybody else, we'll see you guys next week. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You can hit the button. Hit the button, bro.
Dude, hit the
please.
God, Noah, hit the button.
Noah, click the button.
Press the button.
Noah, this isn't a meme, bro. Click the record.